And ice plants are so cool looking. This is Devin Wallin. 4 generations of the Wallin family. They make Robertas, but it was then your great-great-grandma?
My great-grandma.
Yeah, great-grandma. Yep. Great-grandma who started it. Here for 27 years, and they're our leading plant brand at Q. And we always lean on you to bring something that really wows us.
Oh, yeah.
This is that.
This is that, because this is the ultimate problem solver in your garden. And it solves 2 big problems. Well, it saves you time and it saves you money. The 2 things we can never get enough of in this life. And that is what this plant will solve, because this is going to replace the need for those bark mulches in your garden. Who wants to do all those mulches when we can have that instead?
Correct. Yes.
And who wants to pull weeds when we can have that instead? That's what we love about the ice plant.
No one wants to do it. And look at the colors. Talk to us about the colors that we're getting.
So you're getting 3 different colors, 2 of each plants. This is the first color. This is called the Orange Vibe. Now, they're evergreen all year long, so they have that gorgeous succulent green foliage 12 months out of the year. And then from around May until the autumn time, you'll have beautiful blooms that open like that all day long. They actually close at night, and they open again in the daytime.
Okay.
And then here, Rachel, on the right, those are the Ocean Sunset ice plant flowers. They're huge. Compare that to those small ones next to them. Those are the average Joes that you'd find somewhere else. So our flowers are bigger, and that means you get more color, and that means your spirits lift even higher.
Yeah, oh, definitely. With the more color, more coverage, right? So not a little nickel-sized flower. You're looking at these big, huge, full-on blooms. $29.98. You're getting 6 pieces, and I'm getting all different colors. I'm not just getting one color.
Yep, exactly. Yep. And I love this photo overflowing over a retaining wall. Now, these plants, they're drought tolerant, so they can handle the hot sun and heat. They are winter hardy to -25 degrees Fahrenheit. There's my dad. Hey, Dad, I know you're at home watching. He took this picture. He's like, Devin, you gotta use this. You gotta use this, and it's so true. Look at that. On a slope where normally erosion would happen, you couldn't grow grass because you're not gonna mow that. And there's the ice plant, low to no maintenance, on this hillside with that rocky, gravelly areas. This is the solution to all of those problematic areas around the garden.
So again, I can put this in rocky, gravelly areas. I can put it on slopes that usually like they're losing their soil, right?
Yes.
And that kind of locks it in and anchors it. 5 easy payments of $6. Oranges and purples and even like a little bit of like magenta colors.
So there you can see the 3 colors. On the left is the Orange Vibe, in the middle is the Violet, and then on the right is the Hot Orange Glow, which has a little bit of the magenta tips, which is they honestly look like blooming gemstones in your garden.
Let's see, and this is how they come.
This is how they come. It's a 6-pack tray. Each are individually planted like that. Now this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna pop one out. You're gonna go into your last year's mulch. You don't need to remove that mulch. You just go right in there, you plant right in it. Now this is gonna grow and fill out this area the first year, and then by the second year, it's gonna double in size.
Wow.
So each collection will cover around 12 square feet.
Okay, so plant accordingly.
Yeah, you wanna start to think, all right, maybe I need 5 collections to line my walkways. You don't have to do mulch along those walkways ever again. You don't have to worry about weeds along those walkways ever again. And so once you start to recognize the power, the way that ground covers really give you control back in your garden, it makes sense. Why not buy 10 collections and reduce that mulch bill this year and forever to come?
Well, it's not even, Devin, just reducing the mulch bill. It's reducing the time it takes to remulch every year, because, you know, I'm getting 40, right? 40 bags, my back, from the back, mulching. Once you've planted these, they're planted.
Absolutely.
And they're just gonna continue to spread as you're putting them out. So remind us again, 1 flat will give us what kind of space?
So 1 collection will fill out about this table's worth the first year.
So separate them by that much.
And then it'll probably double in size after that. So you'll get about 12 square feet of ground coverage from 1 collection.
So
now, 1 yard of mulch generally covers around 80 square feet. So about 8 of these collections will reduce the need of 1 yard of mulch. And look, you know, they're already gonna be blooming right out of the box. Now, I was mentioning they open during the day and close at night. We're here in the nighttime, so the flowers have actually closed. And then tomorrow morning, they'll open back up.
Okay.
And that actually is what allows them to bloom for so many months. You're not just getting like 6 weeks of flowers, you're getting like months and months, 4 months of flowers.
And look at the beautiful color, like the array of color that you're getting.
It's so lovely.
And the other thing, so let's talk about watering needs, or like if I'm out in the Southwest and they're like, you can't use that much water, is this okay to use?
This is the perfect.
Okay.
So this is the perfect drought-tolerant plant. If you have a xeriscape, xeriscape is a horticultural word for a garden that doesn't use a lot of water.
Okay.
So this is perfect for those areas. And look at the colors. Those colors are absolutely to die for. Now, compared to other ground covers, these have the biggest flowers, the most colorful coverage, and that's what makes this Ocean Sunset series by far the best ice plant out there.
So if you're just joining us, this is like a real true problem solution. Let's talk about sun or shade.
Sun, these want the sun.
Okay.
So don't plant it in the full shade, and also don't plant it where water pools up.
Okay.
Everywhere else, this is gonna be that mulch replacer. Put it on those retaining walls.
Yes.
Let it overflow. Look how gorgeous that is, and it is absolutely so low maintenance. Now that is out in Southern California,
that's so pretty,
where you can't use irrigation. So you can't even grow a lawn because a lawn requires too much water, but you can grow the ice plant instead.
I love it also in the rocky area.
Yeah, because it's bad soil. A lot of us have challenges with the quality of our soil. This does perfectly well in those bad soil areas, but even in a container on your deck,
beautiful.
So pretty.
And so if it is in a container on our deck, I mean, what do I do? Do I leave it out in cold weather,
Leave it out
or bring
all
it up,
winter
or what's
long.
happening? Okay,
yeah,
got it.
you know, that's a great question because they look tropical.
Right.
But they're winter hardy to negative 25 degrees
Wow.
Fahrenheit.
Okay, and then I see you brought some hens and chicks.
I wanted to bring the hens and chicks out because they're both succulents. They have the same exact growing conditions that they need, and they look so fun together. You can grow them right next to each other, and they're gonna produce this wonderful, easy coverage in your garden.
The other thing that I wanted to say is that, again, coverage in a garden, but you know, if you have those little pots that have those little holes, put both of them in there and create one of those, again, succulent, you know, pieces. Or everybody's loving these succulent walls. You can do that with these too, both of them.
Absolutely, 100%. And I do want to recommend, if you want to get the best growth out of them, pick up a bag of our time-release fertilizer, and when you plant them, sprinkle some of this on around the plant, and it's going to provide them with the nutrients all season long. Super easy to do.
So it's M95078, M95078. Again, you're getting 6 pieces.
And this is
6 pieces it's going to cover again, remind us?
It's going to cover around 12 square feet. Now, you're not going to find the Ocean Sunset series anywhere else for years to come. We worked directly with the people that created them to be one of the very first growers in the country with them, and we have such a steal of a deal tonight. I got to admit, it really is incredible.
It's the color, it's also the size of the blooms.
Yes.
So you come here because we're going to bring you the best, that we send the Roberta's folks out and say, give us the best, and then we can send it to you, directly to you, shipping for free. And again, if you are buying from a garden magazine, more than likely you are paying for shipping and handling. And here you do not at all. Final update on the big deal. We started with 25,000. 500 remain.
Oh boy. Wow.
Please make sure you complete your purchase, because otherwise that's it, that's gone. So here's the team. Eric.